Devin Callier just led the Wisconsin football team to what might have been their greatest season in school history. He took home the Heisman Trophy as the Badgers won a thrilling Big Ten championship game and went all the way to the national title game, and just that was enough to make him a hero in Wisconsin forever. But Devin was severely depressed after getting blown out in the national championship against Georgia. It felt like his team was just so far away from going toe-to-toe with that team, and he'd gotten completely shut down in that game. Devin wasn't feeling in the mood to play basketball, but he'd made a promise to the home fans that he would try to take them to a Final Four. His first start on the basketball court was highly anticipated, and he did not disappoint as he hit just about every shot he took all day. But despite his tremendous play on the basketball court, Devin's heart wasn't fully in it. Basketball felt more like something he was doing for fun in the offseason than anything else. He was getting burnt out. He knew he was stretching himself too thin, even just on the football field. Ultimately, Devin did finish out his basketball season strong despite his lack of devotion to the sport, and he took Wisconsin to a Sweet 16 before they fell to a Kansas team that would go on to take home the national title. Going into spring practice, Devin knew that he needed to make some changes. He and the coaching staff decided that this year he would be a pure running back. No more returning kicks despite his record-shattering performance as a return man last year. With Devin entering his junior year and eyeing the NFL draft, this might be Wisconsin's last real shot at a national title, and if they're going to win it, they're going to win it by running the football. Alright fellas, so we come out in the season opener against Washington State. We got a new quarterback back here. Last year was Graham Mertz's final season as a Badger, and this dude's already getting the ball out to me early. We love to see it. So the polls have dropped us all the way to number 17. Very disrespectful after going all the way to the national championship game last season, although it's debatable whether we belong there or not. This year it is absolutely national championship or bust. Devin is going for that third Heisman Trophy. He's going for his first national championship game, and we are loose here. That is going to be an easy touchdown to start out the season. Devin's Heisman campaign is looking pretty good already. At this point in his career, with all the upgrades we've been doing, Devin is basically 99 in every single category, so we should really be set up for a monster season. I really want to hit 2,000 receiving yards on the year, but one thing that has made it tough for us to consistently have good rushing games is the play calling. Those draws and stuff are really hard to turn into positive plays, and on that pitch we make something out of nothing. We're down the sideline, and somehow, some way, we're going to take that in for a 50-yard touchdown. Let's go. So we're already over 100 yards of total offense on the day, but if you'll notice, coach does not have us on kick return this season. I guess he wants us to focus more on the running game, but considering Devin had like 20 returning touchdowns last year, that's honestly a pretty insane decision. Might make it a little bit harder to win games, but honestly, I do not mind focusing on the running game and just being a pure running back, and our blocking has been great so far today. Our offensive line seems to be really improved. We are currently averaging 16 yards per carry, picking up a first down almost every single time we get the ball. Alright, so we got a third down here on the goal line. Got to score to keep the momentum up, and that is going to be short of the sticks, so we are going to have to settle for a field goal here, and Washington State is going to answer right back. We've got a little bit of a shootout here. I'm honestly surprised our defense is giving up this many points, but we're driving down the field before halftime here. This time we got to turn it into a touchdown, and our starting quarterback is hurt, so this is the backup right now. The starter was 13 for 13 when he came out of the game. He's back in here on third down. We'll see if he can keep that perfect throwing streak alive, and he is going to take off, slide well short of the first down. Not sure what he was going for there. So we are going to take a 6-point lead in the halftime. Our offense has been playing well, but we've got to capitalize on the goal line, and defense has got to start stepping it up. Devin has had a great day rushing today, and the play calling has been a big compliment to his game. Our quarterback is still perfect on the day, 14 for 14. Let's see if he can pick up this third down. Unfortunately, our receiver isn't going to be able to stay in bounds, and Washington State is within 3. We got to wake up on offense. Our quarterback's going to take a sack there, so we've got another third down. We need to pick this up right here, and Burkett is going to take another sack. So just like that, Washington State takes the lead. Our offense has really sputtered out here in the second half, and I think we've been a little bit too pass heavy in this game. Every time we've run the ball, Devin's made big plays happen, and this could be a touchdown if we get out of there. We kind of ran out of gas, and now we're faced with another third down with Devin off the field. This time we are going to pick it up for a nice gain, and now we've just got to punch it in on first and goal. That's a touchdown all day, and it is going to come down to the defense. Notably, we missed the extra point after scoring that touchdown, so a field goal will put Washington State in the lead, and they're going to pick up a killer first down there. And with just a minute left, we desperately need to stop on this third down. We are going to get it, so we're able to hold Washington State to a field goal, but that's going to give them the lead. So now it comes down to this. We have a minute to drive down the field to avoid getting upset in our first week, and Devin's getting the ball right out the gates here. All we need to do is get into field goal range, remember? And with our quarterback 20 for 20 on the day, I'm honestly feeling pretty good about our chances. He's going to throw an absolute dot to Devin here, and we break a tackle. We're down the sidelines for the game-winning touchdown. Washington State does still have 48 seconds left, so this is a big 2-point conversion, and our quarterback stays perfect on the day. So the Cougars are going to have one last chance to score with the Hail Mary here, but that ball ball is nowhere close to a receiver, and we avoid a potential upset thanks to some clutch moments from Devin and the quarterback. 280 yards of total offense for Devin on the day, and Miles Burkett was a perfect 21 for 21. Definitely an upgrade from Graham Mertz. He's only 78 overall too. So after nearly getting upset in week 1 by Washington State, we should have a much easier game here against FCS Southeast. Devin starts that off with a big reception, and I gotta remind y'all, I am still waiting on my first 200-yard rushing performance. We have not hit that 200-yard mark in Devin's entire career, as we're gonna pick up an easy third down reception over the middle. Coach continues to love calling these draw plays, and that one is going nowhere. We unfortunately continue to get behind the sticks here, and we got a third down. Thankfully, our quarterback is a beast, man. He continues to throw absolute dimes. Honestly, this guy might be what we need to push us over the edge to become a national title team. As we get out of there with the double juke there, man, if that dude didn't trip me up, we were out of there. On 2nd and 14, we pick up a chunk to make it 3rd and manageable, and I guarantee Devin is going to be open to the left side here. Maybe not. That dude makes an insane diving play on the ball. All right, offense has been struggling in this game so far. FCS ties this one up. I'm going to bounce this to the outside here. We're not quite able to get loose. I'm still waiting to get enough space to break open that big touchdown in this game, and this might be it. We've got tons of room to the right side, but we barely get pushed out. Coach is going to try that same play again here. This is honestly probably the best play in our playbook for getting us into open space, but FCS is not doing a terrible job of tackling. We've just got to keep running the ball. Every time we pass the ball, that's usually when we get in trouble. As we pick up a nice gain there, Devin has a sneaky 90 yards on the day. This offense has been struggling, but he's still balling out. Unfortunately, we're going to have to settle for a field goal again on this drive as our offense continues to struggle. We might be going into halftime 10-7, but I'm going to try to make some magic here. Can we get around the edge? Okay, I'm going to cut that back in. We've got a lot of space. We break another tackle, and we're down the sidelines. That is all Devin, and we've got 7 seconds left, but with no timeouts, this could get a little bit risky. There's no way for me to make the quarterback spike the ball here, so we're just going to have to go for the touchdown, and that is going to be incomplete, sadly. So we do go into halftime only up by 3. Thankfully, I do trust our defense quite a bit right now, so we just got to get one more touchdown to win this game. But let's be honest, y'all, this is not looking like a national championship contender team right now. It's hard to believe we were 1 game away last year, and there is going to have to be a serious change in the offense if we want to get back in that position. Devin is going to get open on the sidelines here. He's been breaking tackles all day, and he's going to hit the back juke trying to make some more space. Probably should have just hard cut inside there, but this gives us the chance to pick up some more rushing yards. And on 1st and goal, we are just going to take this up the middle for an easy touchdown. Finally getting a 2-score lead in this one. Now we can breathe easy and just worry about the stats. We're only 60 yards away from that first 200-yard game, and going into the 4th quarter, I assume coach is going to be leaning heavy on the run here. This is probably our best chance to pick that up, and we're able to get to the outside, pick up a block, and we're down the sidelines. We keep just barely getting tripped up on these big plays, but we are only 16 yards away from 200 on the day. I'm gonna hit the back juke there to make some more space, hit the side juke. Devin is insanely elusive, and I'm worried about the rushing stats right now, but I will take a big gain on the reception down the sidelines. We're just 8 yards away from 200, so we can get to it right here, but we get pulled down. That was a nice tackle by the defensive lineman, and I'm gonna go ahead and hurry it up. That'll be 200 on the day and another touchdown. Big moment for Devin there, and now we've got the chance to add to it and have another Heisman moment. We're just gonna keep on racking up yards. Low-key, we break off a couple of big plays. We can maybe get to 300 on the day, but we're gonna go nowhere there. So now the goal does change though. Hitting 300 on the season would be pretty sick, and that's an absolutely insane play for Devin. Somehow we break out of there for a touchdown. I know they're FCS defenders, but that was still insane. Look at this, man. We try to hit the backspin, but just break 2 tackles, and there is nobody anywhere close to us. And boys, we are up to 250 on the day, and we've got the ball back. So 300 yards is a possibility in this game. We get to the outside there, hit a juke. I thought that was it, man. If there is any game we are going to get to that milestone, today is the day. I'm going to bounce this out to the outside, hunting for a big play, and we might get it. Devin is breaking tackles like crazy down the sideline. We are just 20 yards away from 300, and coach is feeding us the rock. We've got less than 30 seconds to get this done, and Devin is tired as a dog right now, but he continues to break tackles, and that might be it. We're at 299 on the day, so we just need to pick up 1 more yard, and that is going to be it. 300 rushing yards for Devin Callier, and we've got 1 more chance to tack on some more. Why not? We are going to get out of there with the dub in what was easily Devin's most spectacular performance yet. 400 yards of total offense on the day. So after that performance, Devin is definitely lined up for a 3-peat Heisman run. He just has to do what he knows he can do with the stats for the rest of the season. So we are back at home here, taking on our first real test of the season in West Virginia. Devin did just have a 300-yard performance, but I'm assuming this defense is going to be a lot better than FCS Southeast, as we get absolutely locked down in the backfield there. And our quarterback's going to have to make a play here on 3rd and 5. Devin is just blocking in the backfield, and our tight end is going to let that go go right through his hands. So West Virginia gets on the board early in the first quarter. This is going to be a tough game, but we're loose here for a big gain. I've been trying to tell coach we just need to keep running the ball consistently, but he tries to get too cute with it. I don't know why we're running these QB draws and stuff. They always get blown up in the backfield. I miss back in my high school days where coach would just run power O to me on every single play. But on 3rd and 8, we're wide open on the wheel. That is going to be as easy of a touchdown as you'll ever get, and that's quite the view of the celebration there. So defense gets a big time stop for us after the touchdown, and our offensive line has been giving us a lot of space to work in this game. We're down the sidelines, not going to be able to quite beat these dudes, but that's a huge gain. Devin has definitely been showing off his elite speed this year, and his acceleration has improved a lot in the offseason. He's also gained a little bit of strength, showing off the stiff arm there. And coach is running that same toss play again there. That time we are going to get swallowed up in the backfield for a huge loss. Sometimes Devin tries to stretch out those plays just a little bit too much, and it results in us getting behind the sticks more often than not. We do some work with the sticks on the 3rd down there, but we're not able to get anything going, and we are once again going to have to settle for a field goal here. Thankfully, defense has been truly stellar since that first game, and by the way, our quarterback is also having a good day today. He is 12 for 14 right now, and with time running down, we've got the chance to get some more points here. Devin is wide open over the middle, continuing to find those soft spots in the zones, and now we've got a chance to extend our lead to 10 here. That is a beautiful ball for the touchdown catch. Let's go. This team is looking a lot better than it did just last week. As we're firing on all cylinders here, it hasn't just been Devin in this game. As low-key he tried to get up out of there, he was just laying on top of the pile. We haven't gotten the ball as much in the rush game today, but Devin is already up over 100 yards receiving, and we're putting together a nice drive here, but we've got a big 3rd and 19. Hoping we can at least get the ball close to field goal range here, and we're gonna do just that as Burkett puts the ball on the money again. That'll be enough to give us a nice 3 points there, and our defense continues to lock these kids down. We are backed up in our own end zone here, but Devin's gonna spin out of there, almost bounced it to the outside. That would have been a crazy play, but we gotta pick up this 3rd and 4 to conserve momentum, and once again the QB draw is gonna go nowhere. Probably my least favorite play in the playbook. West Virginia finally gets on the board with a touchdown, so now we're clinging on to a 6-point lead, and we're gonna need to at least get a field goal on this drive to make sure this lead is secure. Coach is gonna put the ball in the air on 1st down here, and Devin's gonna create just enough space to get the toe tap and catch on the sideline. Our quarterback continues to be really solid, but I don't like these plays where Devin doesn't have a route. Our quarterback's just gonna chuck it up, and that could have easily been a pick. So after passing it on 1st and 2nd down, we're running a draw on 3rd down that's gonna get swallowed up in the backfield. So we have to punt it away, and defense is already on the ropes here. West Virginia is just draining the clock, and if they get a touchdown, this game might be over, as their quarterback is gonna take off, and that is gonna put them up by 1. So after leading the entire game, we're down by 1 with just 22 seconds left, as we are gonna get near the 1st down there, and all we have to do is get into field goal range. Our kicker can make like a 50-yarder, so we have got 13 seconds to do it. Devin's open out of the backfield here, and that's gonna get us pretty close to field goal range. Coach is just gonna run a counter trying to center the ball in the middle of the field, and Devin's just gonna take that up the middle for a short gain. But I do not know what's going on. For some reason, coach is calling a Hail Mary here. I thought he was trying to run the ball to get us into field goal range, but now this is gonna be the last play of the game. We catch it, but we're short of the goal line. An absolutely unbelievable ending as the CPU play calling screws us over. Man, we almost had it though. We had the numbers down there. So we take our first loss of the season despite a nice performance from Devin. All right, man, so after the loss, we are probably gonna have to win the rest of the games in the regular season to make the college football playoffs, and we are getting things started here right against Bowling Green with a 20-yard rush. You know, I decided to wear the ugly uniforms just to see if they would look any better on this game than they do in real life. Nope, they are still very, very ugly. I think these are up there with USF and Michigan State's electric green alternates for like the worst uniforms I've ever seen in college football. And this game just has a nasty feel to it. We're playing in the rain, so hopefully we'll keep the ball on the ground a lot today. And we are gonna start this out with a passing touchdown with Devin on the sidelines. Our offense is playing well so far in this game, as Devin is gonna get loose on the draw to make something out of nothing. And once again, Burkett is gonna punch it in with a long touchdown pass. It seems like we might be on our way to a blowout. We really have not had an easy game so far this season, so we deserve it. And I am hoping we might be able to turn this into another 200-yard rushing day. We've got a lot of space on the counter here, but we get lit up after hitting the spin move. I absolutely love that counter play though. We could have gotten a lot more out of that, and we've got a chance to punch it in for another touchdown here. Coach just handing off the ball on 4th and short, and nobody is gonna beat us to the outside. That's gonna be an easy touchdown. This is a 200-yard rushing day or bust. We're doing it out of the backfield with the receiving game too, as we get loose there, break a tackle for a nice touchdown. Devin has been dominating against these lesser teams. You can tell he's gotten a lot stronger as he's breaking way more tackles. Our quarterback's also balling out in this game. He's already got 200 yards on the half, and right as I say that, he throws a pick. Okay, it really doesn't matter though. Our defense has just been too good today, and Devin's gonna bounce it outside here. He is just faster than everyone on the field, and we're gonna take that in for a touchdown. 35 points in 1/2 for this offense. This might be another 300-yard day, boys. We are already up to 160 today. Devin is most definitely averaging over 10 yards per carry this season. I think coach taking him off return team has been a big help on that front, but you've got to wonder, would we be undefeated right now if Devin was on special teams? It seemed like his kick returns bailed this team out of a lot of losses last season, but I'm enjoying just focusing on running back. We've got a 3rd and 7 draw play here, and once again Devin makes something out of nothing, bouncing it to the outside. I just needed that block from my receiver to get into the end zone, but we've got a chance to do it here. Great ball from my quarterback over the middle, and we're gonna get out of there for an easy 6. This is honestly probably the worst defense Devin has faced in his career, and he is making them look stupid right now. He hits the back juke to get out of there, and somehow, some way, this is going to turn into a touchdown. Absolutely unbelievable. That could have been another 300-yard day, but coach takes us off the field. We get out of there with a blowout win. That is a very good way for Devin to bounce back from a loss. So next video, we will get into Big Ten play with a game against Ohio State. I will see y'all then. Peace.